My name is Tracey Tokuhama-Espinosa, and I teach the course Neuroscience of Learning. It's an introduction to mind, brain, health, and education, which is a transdisciplinary look at psychology and neuroscience and mental health and well-being in education. Basically, it begins with a simple question that's the hardest thing to answer. What do you want to know and why? At the crossroads of mind, brain, health, and education. What do you want to know and why? And it really takes a while for them to settle on what they want to know, because they've spent their whole lives being told, well, this is the curriculum, this is what you do, this is what you're going to learn and know. And they really just love the opportunity to do something they've always wanted to do. And our goal is by the end of the class, they've got the tools and they understand the process well enough that they are able to then do that for any other question the rest of their lives. In the Neuroscience of Learning, we cover major topics within the learning sciences. So this includes all of the basics of general cognition, so memory systems, attention systems, executive functions, but we also look at key cognitive abilities like language and social emotional learning. How does the role of affective neuroscience play in things? And we also talk about neuroethics, as well as cultural neuroscience. So we introduce them to this broad range of topics that has to do with how we can now leverage a better understanding about the brain to actually dive into some of these other more traditional topics that may have been explored in other fields before, but now you have this additional lens through which you can actually see the information. This time it's 80% are undergraduates or people in the pre-college program or people who are trying to figure out what they want to do. Lots of people from all over the world. I think we counted that we have around 29 nationalities out of almost 50 students. That's kind of crazy. We focus on trying to get that learning community going so that they learn from each other too. And so perspective taking is a huge piece of the learning. When they stand back at the end of those 7 weeks and they look at how they have grown in their thinking and all the things that they were triggered to think about, it does change the way that they see the world, I think. And so I've had people tell me that they've used their semester project papers. I have people who are now doing their doctoral work and other things, and they come back and they say, well, I'm writing my paper right now, I'm writing my dissertation, and I have your paper with the feedback posted by my desk because I remember all the comments that really helped shape, the way I approach these things. And so we think it does have that long-lasting effect. We hope it does, at least.